Hi everyone, welcome to day 3 of our 30 days of flowers. I hope you're having a go and colouring along or just sort of following along and having fun with it. This one is quite an interesting flower. It's not a flower that I've ever seen before. I thought I would do my use my Black Widow spider set today. I sort of using different ones each time. I won't be able to use different ones for all of them. I don't think I've got 30 sets of pencils. Maybe I have. Anyway, let's not think about that. Let's colour. Now we've done a blue one on the first day, which you can't see, and then a pink one. So I thought, let's do something a little bit different. Let's do some orangey red today. So I'm just grabbing my first pencil, which I'm going to sharpen. Now I'm going to start with the red. So this is called Ladybug, and it's a sort of reddy pink colour that they have in the spider set. And I'm going to just use it at the bottom of each of the petals and just bring it up a little bit. So a lot more layers down at the bottom and then less as we go up, and then we'll cover that with some orange in a bit. I'm trying to do the back ones up where the petals overlap. So this one, for example, will go all the way up to there and then just fade it a bit, whereas this one would just do a little bit at the bottom. And I'm hoping that will make it look like those side petals are just a little bit further back than the front one, which is how I think they've been drawn, but it's nice to emphasize that a little bit with the colour. I'm also thinking I'm going to do these little dots with red. If I can stay in the lines. Probably not, but hey. I haven't really thought about what to do as a background on this one. I may not do anything. I'm going to see how it looks when I'm done. So there's the Ladybug. And we'll move on to our next colour. I'll give it a sharpen. So I hope you're all well this afternoon. Here we go with our pumpkin. It's morning here and the light, it feels like the sun hasn't even come up. It's quite dark. So I'm sorry if the video's a bit dark, but I'm doing my best. So I'm going over the top of the red and then taking that orange further up. I'm going to make it quite pale on this one, but fill the back ones completely, and then that will help us with our making those darker really, which is what we were trying to do. Yeah, it's so dark. I've been waiting for my husband to go to work so I can start recording. He says, "Oh, be quiet," but he forgets, like my oldest son, who talked quite recently. Oops, my paper's getting a bit scrunched up during one of my videos. So they aren't very good at remembering to be quiet. So it's easier to wait for them to go out. But anyway, I was talking about building a little recording studio, which was had soundproofing in it, which would be great fun. But no, we don't have the space at the moment. My husband's like, yeah, we can do that. Like, I'm not sure where you had in mind to grow the house. Anyway, oops. This is the egg yolk. Oops, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. It's quite a fun colour name. So I'm not going to put it on these end two, just on this one, just to take that up to the tip. And you'll see it's quite yellowy orange, which I think is a quite fun colour. I'll go over the whole thing, I think. It just helps to blend it all together, really. I'm doing quite a hard layer over the whole thing. I think that works. There we go. Now, we need some greens, and the greens in this Black Widow set, some of them are quite vibrant and some of them are quite bluey. And I don't think a bluey green really goes well with a... I'm just thinking, did I use Black Widow for the very first picture in this series? No idea, never mind. I'm going to use the Fang Green to do the greens. So I'm going to do all of the greens with this, but I'm going to use another colour as well. I'm sure I used these for my first picture. Never mind. Ooh, that was a bit sharp, wasn't it? So you can see I'm just doing the edges of this, and I'm going to use a slightly lighter colour to do the rest. I'm sure I used this. Anyway, I'm going to stop going on. So yeah, my husband went off for work. He was a bit nervous this morning. Someone wants a meeting with him to talk about his future. It sounds ominous, but she didn't make it sound ominous. She said she had an exciting project for him, so she wasn't going to make him redundant. But he is a little bit worried about what it might be, because he doesn't like saying no, and if it's, you know, if it's going to be stressful, tricky, or she says, oh, let's move to Australia, he's, no, that's unlikely, by the way, very unlikely. He's done work in London and things, which is quite, it's not that far away from here, but it's not, some people commute, but it's not really commutable. He's done, you know, a few nights in London and things like that, but I don't think it's going to be something like that, but we'll see. He is a bit nervous. I was trying to tell him about my son's orthodontist appointment, but he wasn't in the mood for it, so I had to email him. I was finding it a bit of a strange concept, emailing your husband, but then I sent a Discord message to my son as well, because his appointment came through to him on Friday, and it clashed with a class that he's got to attend, so he asked me to change it for him, and so I messaged him to tell him I'd managed to change it. He has Monday afternoons off, so I managed to change it for then, so that was good. I'm sure hopefully he'll be happy about that. So now I'm going to use the Toxic Green. Let's try and get that in the light. There. There's a lot of banging outside. I'm going to go and be nosy in a minute and see what it is. So I'm going to just fill in all the gaps, really. It's quite vibrant, this colour. But I like it. There's a lot of banging. It's very strange. Anyway, I will be nosy in a minute. I'm terribly nosy. I like to know what everybody's doing, where they are, what they're up to. Terrible. But there we go. Some would say curious, but really no. Just dead nosy. But anyway, it still feels like the sun doesn't want to come up today. It's just having a bit of a lazy morning. So I hope, as I said before, I do hope you can see what I'm doing. So I'm really just going all the way over all the green in this one. It's really, really straightforward. The idea of these little afternoon videos, the 30 days of flowers, is really to keep it nice and straightforward, and just to give you a few ideas, and to hopefully get you back into colouring, perhaps if you've lost your mojo, or just for a bit of fun, something to look at for a few minutes. And I miss doing an extra video in the day. It's rather nice, but time hasn't allowed me, but I've managed to get back on top of things. I like to have my main videos quite a way ahead, and then I feel like I can do some extras for you. Okay, it's so dark. Hang on. Is that better? Maybe that's better. I don't know. I'm sorry. Right, now we usually do a little bit of a background on these, and I'm going to do something really, really, really easy on this one. Just brush away the pencil crumbs. I'm going to show you. You don't have to use these pens. I'm just because I've got them. 3 Posca pens. I don't know how well the yellow will show up, but I want to use it anyway. So red, orange, yellow. Okay, those are basically the colours that we used. Give them a shake. I haven't used them for ages. And I'm just going to go around the whole of the sort of top bit where the flowers are with a few dots. Really, really, really simple. And it just gives a little bit more, so my page doesn't want to lie flat. I haven't shaken this one, but I think it'll be okay. It's going to behave. Never shake them with the lid off. And the yellow on, which probably more likely to work, yeah, but less likely to show up very much. Just a bit of fun. You could put some green in as well if you wanted. I'm not very keen on the colour of the green Posca, to be honest, but you could put some in as well. But there we go. I'm just going to leave it like that. Really, really simple. I hope that's okay for you. It is quite short today. It's quite a simple picture. But the idea of these afternoon videos is that they are going to be shorts, particularly for to start with while I'm getting back into them. So I hope that's okay. And thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day and happy colouring.